You do not mess with a bodybuilder and his eggs.
This shrinkflation stuff is getting out of control.
This is just another example of why it is so expensive to be an adult in 2024.
Make it make sense.
This shrinkflation stuff is getting out of control, okay? If there's one thing in this world that I know, it's what a goddamn Big Mac looks like. Are you kidding me? Let's look at the bun to meat ratio. And it's just not a one-off problem. It's on the bottom one too. That is despicable.
This is officially a call to arms. I can't do this anymore.
I'm in the McDonald's parking lot and I have to vent because I don't know when this happened. I'm gonna Google it when I'm done. Drove all the way over here. Kids are at school. I'm gonna go thrift shopping. Let me go get myself a little breakfast. Let me go get myself a large, delicious Coke for $1. They're not $1 anymore. This is what you get for $1. A small. When did they take it away? And hash browns? Hash browns are $3.09 unless you have the app and you want to waste your code and get them for $1. What the fuck? I'm 36 years old. I have been dedicated to McDonald's my entire life. And you're going to take away my $1 large Coke? You know how many moms drive all the way over here just to get a large, big-ass Coke, Diet Coke, Sprite for $1 and now it's gone? Quit playing, McDonald's. You're tripping. You better bring back the Halloween buckets if this is what you're going to do.
Okay, a little bit of a shock. They told me this is now $1.10, right? I remember when they used to be 30 cents, right? But apparently the chocolate one is an extra 30 cents on top of the normal 80 cents. So this thing is now $1.10. What do you guys think about that?
Y'all better listen up, because I almost exploded in Walmart. When I saw the price of eggs, I got so mad, I couldn't control myself. It was $6.22 for 18-pack last time I was there. Now it's like $7.80. They just increase the prices every single week. I was so mad until I noticed that the 12-pack of eggs was actually cheaper. Thankfully, because I was about ready to tear up Walmart. You have no idea. You do not mess with a bodybuilder and his eggs. You do not mess with that. Not even funny. Not even funny.
Good morning and welcome to another vent story time. So I get up, check my emails, it's chill, cute, and casual. Guess whose rent is going up for the second time this year? This bitch. It went up the first time in June, as in 2 months ago. So this year total, it went from $1,200, so $1,250, to $1,800. Gagged again! And the kicker of this whole situation is, I need to give a 60-day notice to leave this place, otherwise you get a fee if you break the lease, right? And they sent this notice 70 days before the rent increases. So I've got 10 days to figure out whether I'm going to stay or sign up more for $1,800 a goddamn month, move out of state, which I've been thinking about doing in spring anyways, but now I'm rushed, or get a roomie or move somewhere in Fargo, which I don't want to do because my whole moving thing was going to be for out of state. Thank you for coming to my event. I love life. I love it.
I just want to know if you are also watching the things that you used to subconsciously classify in your head as around $5 become around $10. I think context is important. So basically anything that's between $3.50 until $6.49 in my head, I think is around $5 in terms of what comes out of my bank account. And anything from $6.50 to $13 is like around $10. For example, a latte in my head has always been around $5, but in reality, it used to be like $6.20 and now it's like $7.80. So it's actually reached the around $10 threshold. Or like a birthday card in my head used to be around $5, like $3 to maybe $6. But now birthday cards are like $12, maybe sometimes even $16 for a real nice one from Papyrus or whatever you want to call it. That's like not even the $10 threshold. That's like the $20 threshold. Anyways, the moral of the story is that my brain has not caught up with the fact that things I used to think were only $5 coming out of my bank account is now like $10 coming out of my bank account. Let me know if you're also having the same problem.
So obviously inflation is inflationing right now, and I just can't believe what I saw. I am not somebody to know much about cars. I just know I like being in nice ones. That's about it. So I went to go get a oil change. I lied. I went to go get a car wash. I just need an oil change. And typically car washes are $5 to max $7.99, $6.99. You know what I mean? Nope. Not over here. Not over here. It was a full $10 for a basic wash. I remember the days when I would get quarters to wash my car. $2 minimum, max, barely $2.50, $3, and I'm good. Now, obviously, these are the ones that, you do yourself, but, those aren't really around me right now. But the way I just couldn't believe $10 for a basic car wash. I know some people that would just be like, I ain't doing that.
I'm really starting to get annoyed with this cost of living shit. And this is another rant. And as I said, I don't usually do these often, but I feel like they're going to start becoming a weekly, if not a daily experience. I got an email today that said from Optus that my bill was going up $4 to mitigate the cost of living. I'm sorry, my phone bill is going up $4? How exactly are you impacted by the cost of living? Because we sure as shit know that your staff aren't getting a wage raise to be in line with inflation. So can you please explain to me what is... And to sweeten the deal, you throw in 20 gigabytes of extra data that I won't ever use, that you'll just keep for yourselves. Okay, love that. Wonderful. It's these companies that really make me sick. RACQ, I got a letter in the mail, a nice, shiny, glossy letter from them that says, oh, sorry, Chris, we've had a really rough year. There's been a lot more claims, blah, blah, blah. We're acutely aware was the key word as well, of the rising cost of living, and we don't take it lightly. You couldn't give a fuck, to be honest. You're just lip service at the moment, saying that you're going to be raising my insurance policy from what it was by about $30 to $40 a month. And you've just got to find that extra money. I'm getting to the point where I'm kind of like, I just want to get some popcorn and sit back and watch these greedy people just fight over everything and just watch this whole system self-implode. Because at this moment, I sit here and go, what is the point of working? All your money goes to some other scumbag. You can't do anything for yourself. So I just sit here and I go, what's the point of it all? What is it? I'm sure as shit not going to be working myself to the bone and being told to work harder for nothing, okay? And I'm sure there's so many other people out there that feel the exact same way. I'm just so sick of it. And I do want to touch back on that there as well with RACQ, saying that they're acutely aware of the cost of living. As I said, it comes on this nice glossy bit of paper. Perhaps if you're looking for areas to trim, perhaps start looking at the way that you deliver things that could be done in an email rather than destroying more paper, more resources to send such a nice, glossy, thick-ass fucking envelope with your stupid-looking words of contrition. Okay? How about these corporations take a big step back, have a look at themselves in the mirror and say, yeah, we're the fucking problem. Okay?
I don't know if I'm just salty because I'm wearing Crocs in the rain and my socks just got wet, or if I'm a full-blown adult right now. But either way, this is pissing me off. I just went to the grocery store and all I needed was a lemon. I go to the little produce section. It says lemon, $1. One lemon. I was at Harris Teeter, so luckily it was buy one, get one free. But either way, 2 weeks ago, I went to the store and I bought a whole bag of lemons for $1.50. So why am I paying $1, a whole dollar, for 2 itty bitty lemons when really I'm paying for one lemon and I had a deal when I just paid $1.50 for 8 freaking lemons? Something is not right. And this is why I don't be trusting America. Because how did inflation happen that quick? What's going on?
Inflation's getting bad when kids are charging $2 for a cup of lemonade and it's this big. $2. I can't afford to live anymore.
I will always buy some silly little bullshit that I don't need, but what I won't do, Target, I'm not paying $8 for a dozen eggs, which is how much they were charging for every kind of eggs. The cheap ones, the pasture-raised cheap ones. They were just $8 for regular eggs. I was like, oh, that egg story that was going on when all the eggs were gone must be like peak egg storying now. No, they're $4 at Trader Joe's.
And when you look up the definition of price gouging on the internet, I don't know, Target, this feels illegal.
But listen, I just saw some wicked prices on things that are bad, like wicked bad. Like 12 something for a case of pop. When did that happen? $6 for one tiny little fucking watermelon. It actually says a mini watermelon. $10 for potatoes, $10 for this, $10 for that, $10 for a thing of strawberries, $9 for a thing of raspberries. The cheaper things in here are around me right now. The junk food. So right now we're living in a world where, like, just for me and my husband, we can't really afford to eat the whole foods. They'll go bad before we can fucking physically eat them all. They're super duper trying to freaking, like, poison us or kill us or something. I'm convinced of it at this point. Like, seriously. In my day, I'm still in my day. It's not back in my day. It's still my day. I've seen prices go up a lot. Like, a lot. I don't grocery shop a lot. I fucking hate it. My husband loves to come out, put his earbuds in, and fucking go. It hasn't really hit me. But I've seen some things out here today, so I cannot believe that things are that expensive. I'm not talking like a couple of cent jumps. We're talking like $2 to $5 jumps. When you're a family of, say, 2 children and a mom and dad, and you're looking at buying vegetables, fruit, these kids eat a lot. I don't know if you've babysat kids. I'm sure y'all got kids. But they go through snacks. Giving out a little pebble of grapes. Because a thing of grapes was $10. And they were moldy. So I just don't understand how families are supposed to survive. Food banks are not going to be able to keep up. Inflation is really, really hurting Canadians. And the government has to do something better. This hasn't stopped. So I don't know what we can do, but keep doing whatever we can because we're all going to starve to death soon, or they're going to see people stealing groceries. Like, it's kind of cheaper to go get fast food right now than to buy groceries. Bye.
This is just another example of why it is so expensive to live in 2024. I need to buy a new mattress for my kids, and so I went in my IKEA history to just click and reorder this mattress that I got. I ordered this in November 2021. I got a mattress and a dresser. So the mattress was $179 and the dresser was $129. Remember that. Because now that same mattress is $249. It is $70 more, or 40% more than it was in November 2021, 26 months ago. And then the dresser's now $90 more. It's $219, $220 if you add the 99 cents. 70% more. 70% more. This is just another example of why it is so expensive to be an adult in 2024.
Okay, so we're all talking about inflation. I am actually getting ready for work, so I don't have the avocados with me. But like, when I say that like inflation is real, like not even real, like we all know it's real, but like the size of the avocados that my husband picked up today for us, they were literally this big, the size of an egg, maybe a bit more, bigger than an egg, but it was, I think, 6 in a bag. He paid at Superstore. He said it was like $6. 5 massive, like we're talking massive, the size of my palm, avocados at Costco. $9. And they're really good if you get the ones from Mexico, not Peru. Those ones were really bad. What the hell is going on? Like we're talking an egg. What are you supposed to do with an avocado like that? Like, what
is that? That's not an avocado. That's an egg. Plus, if you think about the pit, the seed on the inside has got to be at least half the size of that avocado. You're just basically paying for like skin, for nothing, for the mesh, for the bag. Not to mention, I'm in Canada, so yeah, make it make sense.
I'm like super mad at my mom today and my dad. I did not ask for this. I did not ask to be here. Now I'm here and I'm stuck and I'm struggling to pay these bills. I'm struggling to wake up every morning because of the chemical imbalances in my fucking head. Like, I'm tired all the time. I'm tired of this. Why? All because two people decided they couldn't keep their hands off each other and boom, here I am. They had no business being together anyway. They're divorced. It didn't even last. I feel like if the marriage dissolves, I should dissolve. Thank you.
I'm hopping on here to see if anyone else is in the same situation and why we are in this situation. Just for the record, I chose what we pay our babysitter. I think she deserves the amount she gets paid an hour. She's taking care of my 2 kids and teaching them and feeding them, and I think she deserves her hourly. However, the fucked up thing is that I'm on my way to my job that pays me half the amount of hourly that she's getting. So not only do I have to go to work to pay for my babysitter, but so does their dad. To pay for the other half and pay for food and pay for rent, pay for her house. Good job, America.